In Umuoka village, midnight was not just a time, it was a warning. Children were dragged indoors before the clock struck 12. Dogs were chained, fires were put out early. Even the bravest men avoided walking alone when the moon climbed high and the wind began to whisper names. People said many things about midnight. Some said spirits walked freely. Some said witches held meetings. Some said death listened more carefully at that hour. But old Mama Dinta always said something different. Midnight is not scary. People are. No one listened to her. Until the night, everything changed. His name was Chibutso, 17, dark-skinned, lean, sharp-eyed, with a mind that asked too many questions for a village that preferred silence. Chibutso had lost his parents young. His father died on a lonely road one midnight. His mother followed a year later, quietly, like someone who had seen something she could never forget. Since then, Chibutso lived with Mama Dinta, the oldest woman in Umuoka, feared almost as much as she was respected. People called her a witch behind her back. But when sickness came, they ran to her. When babies refused to cry, they came. When dreams became too real, they came. Hypocrites. That night, Chibutso returned late from the stream. The moon was full. The village paths were empty. Then he heard it. Footsteps. Slow, bare, deliberate. His heart pounded. He remembered every warning he had ever heard. Don't turn back. Don't answer if your name is called. Don't run. But the footsteps stopped, and a voice whispered, Chibutso. He froze. It was his mother's voice. His throat went dry. His mother had been buried 7 years ago. Chibutso! The voice came again, closer now. Every story he had ever heard screamed run. But another voice, quieter, steadier, spoke inside him. Mama Dinta's voice. Fear makes lies powerful. He turned. There was no ghost, no spirit, just a woman standing beneath the udara tree, wrapped in a faded shawl, her face half hidden by shadows. Relief rushed through him, then confusion. Who are you? He asked. The woman stepped forward. Moonlight revealed her face. And Chibutso's knees almost gave way. She looked exactly like his mother. Same tribal marks, same eyes, same scar on the left eyebrow. Impossible. The woman smiled, but the smile did not reach her eyes. You see, she said softly, midnight is not scary. Then her face changed. By dawn, the entire village was awake. Chibutso had collapsed at Mama Dinta's doorway, shaking, unable to speak. When he finally did, his story spread like wildfire. Some called him mad. Some said the dead had chosen him. Some whispered the forbidden truth. Mama Dinta listened quietly. When everyone finished shouting, she struck the floor with her staff. Silence. It has started again, she said. The elders stiffened. One of them whispered, You swore never to tell the children. Mama Dinta's eyes burned, and you swore never to do it again. She turned to Chibutso. The woman you saw is not your mother. She is what happens when greed wears a familiar face. The village had a secret. Years ago, the elders discovered something powerful, something that could bring wealth, long life, and influence. but it required human betrayal. Not sacrifice, betrayal. And midnight was the safest time to commit it. That night taught Chibuzo something important. Darkness does not create evil, it only hides it. The real monsters were not spirits. They were people who used fear to control others. And they were watching him now. Because once you see the truth, you either join them or you disappear. As the sun set again, Mama Dinta locked the door and whispered, "If they come for you at midnight, do not scream." Chibuzo swallowed. Why? She looked at him with sad eyes. Because the ones who answer screams are not always human. Outside, the drums began. Slow, steady, calling. Midnight was coming, and this time it was calling his name.
Midnight did not arrive loudly. It never did. It came the way guilt comes quietly, confidently, knowing it would not be stopped. Chibuzo sat on the floor beside Mama Dinta, his back pressed against the mud wall, listening to the drums outside. They were no longer distant. They were closer, measured, intentional. Each beat felt like a knock on his chest. Boom, boom, boom. "Why are they drumming?" he whispered. Mama Dinta did not answer immediately. She reached for a small oil lamp and lit it, though the moonlight already filled the room. "Because," she said slowly, "they want you awake." Chibuzo frowned. "Why?" She finally looked at him. "Because fear works better when you are tired." Footsteps passed their hut. Not running, not hiding, walking, unbothered, as if the night belonged to them. Chibuzo peeped through a crack in the wall and felt his stomach twist. Men, women, young and old, people he knew. The palm wine tapper, the laughing woman from the market, the man who always prayed the loudest at the shrine. They moved together, silently, eyes forward, faces blank. "Where are they going?" Chibuzo asked. Mama Dinta closed her eyes. To remind themselves they still have power. A woman suddenly stopped outside the hut. Chibuzo's breath caught. The woman slowly turned her head and smiled at the wall. She spoke softly, but her voice cut through the night. "Old mother, you can't hide him forever." Mama Dinta did not move. The woman's smile widened. "Midnight is not scary, remember? Come outside." Then she walked away, laughter following her like smoke. When the drums faded, silence returned heavier than before. Mama Dinta finally spoke. "They call it the walk." She explained that once every few months, the people who were chosen walked at midnight to renew their loyalty. No masks, no chants, just presence. A reminder to anyone watching. We are many. You are alone. They don't kill during the walk, Mama Dinta said. They just let fear do the work. Chibuzo swallowed. "What do they want from me?" Mama Dinta hesitated, then said the truth. "They want to know if you can see." A knock sounded at the door. 3 slow knocks. Chibuzo flinched. Mama Dinta sighed. "If they wanted you, they would not knock." She opened the door. It was Ikena, Chibuzo's best friend since childhood. The boy he fetched water with. The one who shared secrets and dreams of leaving Umuoka someday. Ikena looked shaken. "You didn't answer," he said quickly. "People said—" He stopped when he saw Chibuzo. Relief flooded his face. "You're alive." Chibuzo stood up. "You saw them, didn't you?" Ikena nodded. "Everyone did." A pause. Then Ikena asked carefully, "What did you see last night?" The room went quiet. Too quiet. Mama Dinta's eyes sharpened. Chibuzo hesitated. "I saw a woman," he said. "She looked like my mother." Ikena inhaled sharply. Too sharply. Mama Dinta stepped forward. "Who told you to ask him that?" Ikena laughed nervously. "Ask? I was just—" Mama Dinta raised her staff. "You ask, like someone sent you." Ikena's smile faded. Silence stretched. Then he whispered, "They just want to talk to him." Chibuzo felt something crack inside his chest. "You told them," he said. Ikena's eyes filled with tears. "They said they would kill my father," he sobbed. "They said Midnight would visit our house instead." That was the moment Chibuzo learned another truth. Fear does not only create monsters, it creates informants. People don't always betray because they are evil. Sometimes they betray because they are scared. But betrayal still bleeds the same. Mama Dinta pointed to the door. "Go," she told Ikena. Ikena hesitated. "Chibuzo, please, go," Chibuzo said quietly. Ikena left, shoulders shaking. Outside, the wind carried his footsteps away, but the damage stayed. That night, Chibuzo could not sleep. Just before dawn, Mama Dinta painted a small symbol on his chest with white chalk. "What is that?" he asked. "A lie," she replied. "A lie? If they look at you spiritually, they will see something else." She paused. "Do not remove it. Not even to bathe." As the sun rose, Chibuzo noticed something strange. People avoided his eyes. Some crossed the road. Some whispered. Some stared too long. By afternoon, he understood why. A young boy screamed near the square. "They've marked him!" Women pulled their children back. An elder muttered. "He walks with Midnight now." Chibuzo realized the truth too late. They weren't afraid of him. They were preparing him. Cliffhanger ending. That evening, a goat was slaughtered at the village square. No celebration, no announcement, just blood soaking into the earth. Mama Dinta watched from afar. "They've chosen the night," she said. Chibuzo's throat tightened. "For what?" she answered without blinking. "To test you." The sky darkened. The first star appeared. Somewhere behind him, a familiar voice whispered, "You should have run when you had the chance." Chibuzo turned. It was Ikena. But his eyes were no longer afraid. They were empty. Midnight was learning his name.